Hello guys, welcome to our Sports Pro Live YouTube channel. You are watching Premier League Darts Night 6. The match between Luke Littler and Luke Humphries will begin in just 30 minutes. Kindly make sure to subscribe and thank you so much for watching. I'll be talking about the preview. On Thursday, March 13, the Premier League Darts 2025 will reach its 6th round of play. This time, the prestigious darts tournament is descending on Nottingham, a city that has been a regular stop on the Premier League calendar since 2007. The Motorpoint Arena will be the battleground where 8 top darters battle for important points in the hunt for the playoffs. Nottingham is known not only for its rich history and the legend of Robin Hood, but also for some amazing matches that have already been taken place here. Last year's match between Michael Van Gerwen and Luke Littler was one of the best ever. Van Gerwen recorded an impressive average of 110.94 but was still beaten by Littler, who treated the Dutchman to a 6-2 defeat with an unprecedented 114 average. So the first match, Luke Humphries versus Luke Littler. This clash between the numbers 1 and the 2 in the standings is the match to look forward to. Humphries already on 2 rounds of play and is in top form, but Luke Littler beat him earlier this season is right on the heels of his great rival the second Galaxy during the second in Glasgow. Humphries lost in the final to Littler, who just beat him 6-5 in Exeter. During week 4, Coolhand Luke took revenge on the reigning world champion. This time it was Humphries who prevailed 6-4. So their meeting in Nottingham will be the first time they meet outside a final. The stake of the clash is the lead in the standings. If Humphries wins, the world number 1 will have a gap of 7 points on his biggest rival. This will be the 17th time the two Englishmen have faced each other in the head-to-head. Littler leads 9-7. And the second match, Rob Cross versus Chris Dobe. Both players are in the bottom half of the rankings, and Chris Dobe in particular desperately needs points to avoid falling further behind. Dobe reached the final in the first round of play in Belfast, but did not win a match after that. Last week, Dobe did come close to pulling off a stunt against Littler, but lost after a deciding leg 6-5. Cross showed his best level last week in Brighton. He survived a 9-darter in his first match against Luke Humphries, beating Cool Hand Luke with an average of 111.19. In his semi-final against Nathan Aspinall, Cross threw a 9-darter himself but eventually went down 6-5 against the Asp, despite an average of 106.91. And the third match of the evening, Stephen Bunting versus Garwin Price. It is not Stephen Bunting's Premier League season for now. After 5 weeks of play, the Bullet is the only player still scoreless. Last week, Bunting suffered his 5th defeat in a row against Nathan Aspinall, who threw an average of 106. The former Masters winner will have to pick up his points quickly to avoid the threshold getting higher and higher. Gavin Price has made a shaky start to the Premier League. He lost in Belfast to Dobe, but unconvincingly on the night in Dublin by beating Humphries, Littler and Aspinall. After that, however, he lost earlier in Exeter and Brighton. Price will need to the points to hang on to the top 4, especially with the players in the top 4 playing each other. Has not been favorable to win to him in recent years, as Van Gerwen has lost his opening match in Nottingham every time since the current format with the mini tournaments was established in 2022. This Premier League season, Van Gerwen also lost his opening match during the 4th round of play. Nathan Aspinall once made his Premier League debut in Nottingham, that was in 2019, when he appeared as a contender. Meanwhile, the Aspinall has been a regular in the prestigious darts competition for several years. Last year, the two-time major winner did well in Nottingham. With a final place, this year Aspinall had to find his feet for a while in the Premier League, but in the meantime, the Stockport-based data is well underway with the two finals finishes in the past 3 weeks of play. As a result, Aspinall is tied with Van Garwin in points. Van Garwin does lead Aspinall in the mutual balance. 19 times the victory went to the Dutchman, while Aspinall on 8 times. Aspinall did win the last time the two met. That was 3 weeks ago in Dublin, where Aspinall managed to win 6-3. So this was a short review. Kindly make sure to subscribe. The match will begin very soon. So guys, Garwin Price beats Luke Littler 3-6. Garwin Price continues to have a hold of Luke Littler, who seems to be put off time and again by the Iceman fired up persona as the Welshman conquers Nottingham to win Premier League darts night 6. Price now sits level on night wins with Luke Humphries and Luke Littler, but the duo sit well clear of the chasing pack with 11 nights to go of the weekly roadshow. But after some incredible from the weekend in Wizzy, Price continues to show that he may well be back in the business. Price started poorly as the crowd jeered him, but after a 180 from Littler, Price hit back himself to leave 79. Had a dart at 121 missing double 14 for the break. Price went double on 79 and Littler looked to break but threw a few straw darts at double. Price finally hit double 10 for 1-0. Price missed the bull by the width of a wire for 132, but Littler missed the chance to hold again and Price made it 2-0. Price hit 89 from 129 to leave double 20, and Littler could not get anywhere near 141. The Iceman made it 3-0. Littler finally got on the board with a 85 checkout, but Price opened his throw with another maximum. He hit a 123 on the bull, with Littler not getting a sniff despite scoring billions. Every leg, Littler had hit a 180 with an average of 114. Despite being 4-1 down, Littler was given a let off as Price could not get a shot at 104 after the Nook tried getting his hand with a 120 checkout using 3 double 20s. Littler made it 4-2. He broke with a poor leg from Price punished. Price could not make a fast of 98, and Littler had a shot at 72 missing double 20, allowing the Iceman back to double 20 for 5-3, and he sealed the win with 100 checkout. If you are talking about the stats, Luke Littler average 103.39, whereas Garwin Price 94.1. 100 plus thrown 9, 13. 140 plus thrown 3, 5. 180 thrown 7, 2. Highest checkout 85, 123. Checkout 100 plus Garwin Price 2. Littler 0. Checkout percentage 23.1%. Garden price 54.5%. Checkout 3 out of 13. 6 out of 11. Yeah, bro. Littler's awful hoodoo against Garden price goes on Bard. Teen still becomes Premier League darts leader. Luke Littler topped the Premier League darts table, but his ouch jinx against Bogian Garvin Price continued. The Nook 18 leapfrogged world number 1 Luke Humphries, whom he knocked out in the quarterfinals at the summit of the 1 million invitational event on the night 6. But in the final of Nottingham Motorsport Arena, he lost the sixth time in a row over 10 months to the Welshman. The defending champion went down 6-3 in front of 7,500 punters in the East Midlands. Just third lost out 24 games over the past fortnight. In the land made famous by Robin Hood, the Iceman maintained his Robin Hood over the defending champion, adding this victory to his nightly success in Dublin last month. Price, who recently turned 40, punched the air when he took the opening leg, and then he was celebrating even more as he moved into a 3-0 lead. As he went 4-1 up, he hit bullseye on a 123 finish as Littler was surprisingly missing doubles. Littler was not going to go down without a fight, hitting 7 180s and averaging as high as 114, but Price took out 100 on double top to add 10k to his tally. Nonetheless, Littler has had an incredible time and can go home with 154k euro in his bank balance following the UK Open title success and defending the Belgian Darts Open. Stephen Bunting, who will support Liverpool at Sunday's League Cup final, remains rock bottom of the Premier League after a 6-4 defeat to Price, his sixth successive loss in the format.